Just come to visit one of our fallen brothers and sisters, storehouses of cosmic wisdom. This is the Irish oak. This was said to have stood for at least 400 years, they reckon. Beside this Irish oak is known as an English oak, and the family that owned this place, the Ross family, they said that this tree was already 100 years old when they arrived here. And I think the girth was exactly the same as this, both 6.2 meters, so that would make the tree about 40 years old, at least. So I think it's important to document these trees. They're absolutely beautiful. The oak tree is my favourite tree. And is it any wonder why? When you be around them, you feel their prowess, you feel their magic. Standing under history. So this English oak stood proudly beside this Irish oak. It must have fallen a few weeks ago. I don't know what the plans are, if they're going to leave it or what the situation is, but I'm sure there's people out there who'll know better than me what should be done with something like this. Should it be left? Will there be insects and different birds and wildlife that'll utilise this? I imagine so, but there's already a sign here that just says fallen tree, keep clear, so I have no idea. But it's its own ecosystem in here. Start climbing in here a little bit, good to see what it looks like from the inside. Bit of a puzzle getting in. There's a good few oak trees around us surrounding here, and I think to myself, like, a few more storms or another few years, you know, these might not be standing either. I hope they are. I hope they're here for years to come, because they say these oak trees can live up to 1,000 years old, so I really hope they're here for a few more 100 years. Now, for anyone that's wondering what this tree originally looked like, I've got a wee book in my bag here. The author, Paul Clarkin, he took photographs of this tree, so I'll show you it now. You can get a sense of its beauty. One sec. Here's the English oak here, the Irish oak. So that's what it looked like, lads. It says the oak tree can support 284 species of insect, providing a wonderful food source for the birds, and in turn the acorns provide a feast for the squirrels, jays, pheasants, mice, deer and pigs in the autumn. Held in high regard across most cultures in Europe, it was sacred to many gods, including Zeus, Jupiter and Dagda. Each of these gods ruled over thunder and lightning, for oak trees are prone to lightning strikes as they are often the tallest living features in the landscape. It's certainly true for these trees, because you look around, look at the height of them. So it's sad, it's a sad thing to see it on the ground, but it's a sight that I haven't really seen. I've seen a few trees falling, but this is a massive oak tree. And I think it stood here for at least 400 years. You can only imagine the stories that have been told underneath its branches. And it's sad because you can see it was just starting to bud as well. The buds were coming out for spring, so it probably didn't know the last time it lost its leaves. When the autumn came, that'd be the last time that it was going to see them out again. So it's a real reminder of life, to live in the moment and to appreciate these trees, because once they're gone, mean, they're no longer standing there, and it's the whole Celtic way of thinking about things is, you know, regeneration, and everything returns to the earth, everything is reborn. And no doubt the same can be said for this tree. But there's a sadness there. This English oak's lost its friend, the Irish oak. No doubt the roots are still communicating to each other, singing a song. So I say a prayer to all these trees in the park, all these trees, all the oak trees in Ireland, all the oak trees all over the world. That to be protected, that their roots remain strong and their branches grow high into the sky, and that the children for generations can sit under their branches, under their shade, and enjoy all the magic that they have to offer. I know once again it is a sad thing, but you know how many of these trees will remain as the years pass on. And so many of their branches have already been cut, and you know, I know there's so much maintenance probably goes in to looking after them, but I suppose it's a lesson in letting go as well. This is nature, and it has its own plan, its own life, its own idea of when it comes and when it goes. So I think it's us learning to accept that as well. And I love that saying, you know, the best time to plant a tree is 30 years ago or now. I think to myself, that's the inspiration I get from seeing a big fallen giant like that. Grandmother, grandfather of wisdom. I think to myself, honour the trees, get out, talk to them, be around them, and enjoy them, because they give so much back. So this trees chapter has ended, and no doubt a new story will begin for it. So thank you for everything that you gave to the park, to the children, and no doubt we'll see you again, my old friend. Plenty of trees in this park that haven't been documented or put in a book, but yet they're just as majestic as the ones that have been. I mean, look at this one here. So much gratitude for them.